I'm Chaplain Jack Schwartz for the Wellness Project. It's truly a remarkable gift to be able to discern in the mundane irritants of life surprisingly numerous opportunities to express gratitude. I remember the positive words of a columnist who described how, when he glimpsed dirty, food-stained dishes piled up in his kitchen sink, was moved to offer thanks for the delicious meal that he and his loved ones had just consumed. For him, this sort of reaction became habitual, a reflex. Spotting an overflowing hamper, he thinks happily of the nice clothing he's able to afford and wear. And reviewing his expensive utility bills, he contentedly recalls the warmth of his home in the dead of winter, the comfort of a phone that connects him with faraway loved ones and friends, and the pleasant conveniences of TV, internet, and lamplight, all available at the push of a button, the spin of a dial, or the flip of a switch. It occurs to me that with a little effort and intention, most of us are capable of identifying blessings amid aggravation. When I notice my mailbox stuffed to the brim with correspondence, I'm keenly aware that I am not alone, that others too are busy with their own lives, but that at some point we intersect and overlap in wants and needs. When I have trouble finding a parking spot here at the hospital, I'm reminded of the dedicated, knowledgeable, energetic staff members who work so very hard to ensure good care for our patients. And I'm reminded as well of the many visitors, guests, and volunteers who share that same concern and devotion. When I'm stuck on a congested highway, delayed in traffic for some unknown reason, I breathe deeply and I do my best to focus on my good fortune, not only because I'm safe and secure, but also because I have the chance to enjoy a few extra CD minutes of Beethoven, Brubeck, or the Beatles. The insightful column that I read so long ago has radically altered my perspective, interfering in a positive way with my inclinations to wince or flinch or grow impatient. Put a little differently, life begins at perception. See the good and be the good. As Chief Tecumseh expressed it, when you rise in the morning, give thanks for the light, for your life, for your strength. Give thanks for your food and for the joy of living. If you see no reason to give thanks, the fault lies in yourself. I'm extremely grateful that my reading and my research have introduced me to some tender, noble people from different generations who all favor the same optimistic, philosophical stance. Accordingly, I've chosen to sprinkle throughout this message some of the written gems that I have unearthed in the hope that they will lift your spirits as they did mine. Author Sarah Brethnock points out that both abundance and lack exist simultaneously in our lives as parallel realities. She tells us that we can consciously choose which of those two gardens we will tend. She insists that by deliberately choosing to acknowledge what is working well in our lives, we will be able to surmount many of our difficulties. Could it be a spiritual law that the more we appreciate what we have, the more we will begin to receive? How freeing to believe that gratitude is aligned with comfort, with plenty, with peace of mind. The practice of gratitude is beneficial in other ways as well. It's said to be as therapeutic as a vaccine or an antiseptic. And to paraphrase popular writer Rochelle Goodrich, although gratitude may not change all of the scenery, it can wash clean the glass we look through so that we can see the colors with clarity. I urge us all, myself included, of course, to heed the words of the late great UCLA basketball coach John Wooden, who observed that if only we magnified blessings as much as we magnify disappointments, we would all be much happier. Gratitude enables us to savor and revel in the present. When life is sweet, say thank you and celebrate. That's a saying I've learned to like and remember. Gratitude routs and dispels toxic emotions like envy, resentment, regret, and despondency. Laughter may be the best medicine, but gratitude is pretty darn close and hard to fake. Gratitude facilitates resilience following stress and calamity. Someone wrote, "When life is bitter, say thank you and grow." A wise person once taught me, don't simply cry because something good has ended. Remember to smile that it happened at all. And for me, these are words to live by. Gratitude allows us to sanctify time in the face of relentlessly ticking clocks and advancing calendars. Our life on this earth can be made whole and holy when we are truly present in our own skins with a vibrant spirit of thankfulness infusing our beings. When we are intensely mindful of our treasures, family and food, and the happy occasions that they nurture and enrich, the sight of a natural wonder, the gifts that come to us in the form of love, friendship, education, work, music, health, and new birth. The forgiveness granted us by someone we have wronged. The rich opportunities represented by clean slates, fresh starts, and new beginnings. For us and for the patients we help to recover. When we are acutely cognizant of these precious commodities, we have attained what can truly be called a higher plane of existence. And as deeply grateful recipients of blessing, we are propelled into becoming brave and authentic messengers of blessing as well. Reaching out to support and encourage one another, to teach and learn from those whom we encounter, and to nurture and sustain our ideals even in the face of devastating onslaughts. Finally, gratitude strengthens social ties and self-esteem. It is the fastest route to kindness and the shortest distance between experience and compassion. We would do well to routinely verbalize our appreciation, to quickly and sincerely articulate our thanks to one another, particularly during challenging times. It is a habit, a pattern of thought and deed that, as the saying goes, may not always add years to your life, but irrefutably adds life to your years. Let it become an organic part of who you are. Best-selling self-help guru Melody Beatty sums it up eloquently. She writes, "Gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos into order, confusion to clarity. It can turn a meal into a feast, a house into a home, a stranger into a friend. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow." I join her in pursuing and developing a heart that beats and throbs and pulses with praise. As we reflect together on gratitude, I trust that you will join me in the fervent hope that all of us in this beleaguered, troubled world will learn to be grateful for who we are, for what we have, and for what we can mean to each other. As yet another challenging, difficult, extraordinary year comes to an end, I offer sincere thanks to all, and they are many, who have inspired me each and every day. May they thrive and flourish, and may you thrive and flourish as well in all of your comings and your goings. I'm Jack Schwartz for the Wellness Project. May you in life treat each other kindly.